Thank you, Mr. Chairman. General, thank you again for your service. On the issue du jour of the WikiLeaks, what effect does the fact that these messages and information that were passed up the chain of command from the field as to the assessment of the situation, what effect does this publication of these top or secret communications, what effect does that have on the degree of candor that military officers and senior NCOs in the field who are doing their best to report the best of their ability, what effect does this have on them?
Sir, I would speculate, but due to the urgency of the operations in a combat zone, it probably won't have much, because at the moment they're actually reporting, they're probably more eager to get the truth up the chain of command. That said, I just thought it was just a appallingly irresponsible act to release this information. It didn't tell us anything that I've seen so far that we weren't already aware of. I've seen no big revelations. One of the newspaper headlines was that the war is a tense and dangerous thing. Well, if that is news, I don't know who it's news to that's on this planet. So it would probably not help candor, but I think I'd be more concerned about allies being more circumspect than our own troops, sir.
So these leaks are certainly not helpful in you doing your job, particularly in coordination with our allies.
That's correct, yes, sir.
How many Pakistani military have been killed in operations against Taliban and Al-Qaeda in Pakistan, roughly?
Senator, I'll have to take that question for the record. However, I will tell you that my Pakistani friends assure me they've lost more of their troops in the fight than NATO has lost on their side of the border.
I think it's in hundreds. Is that roughly correct?
At least, sir.
So we have been, at least to a significant degree, getting cooperation and assistance from the Pakistani military.
Sir, I think we have a stronger strategic relationship and more support today from the Pakistani military than we've enjoyed in 10 years. It's trending in the right direction. They have sustained a 15-month counteroffensive despite the casualties in some of the worst militarily worst terrain I've ever operated in up along the border area. And I think our counterterrorism cooperation is also at an all-time high.
But there is also reports that certain elements of ISI are at least cooperating to some extent with the Taliban. Is that correct?
That's correct, yes, sir.
And could that be because they're hedging their bets as to whether the United States is going to remain or not?
Sir, I need to get more current. However, history didn't start at 2001, and some of those same groups we had a relationship with back when we were fighting the Soviets. So it's no surprise to me that there may be some continued relationship there, but whether or not it's because they're working with them, they're trying to infiltrate them, there's any number of motives, and I'm just not current enough to say why. I think, though, that it's hard to wipe the slate clean and just start over at any one point. And clearly the offensive against many of the people they allegedly used to work with is showing they're no longer friends with most of them.
And let me just be clear again. You said that you were appalled at the publication of these, that the WikiLeaks that just happened.
Yes, sir. I thought it was grossly irresponsible.
So I won't ask you to comment on the publications or the newspapers that chose to publish them.